Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Eddie and I am really passionate about open source code, diversity, inclusion and getting more people and you into tech. But this weekend I went to a YouTube event and it was brilliant. I met so many amazing people, just so down to earth. Ones who were like me, who just started their channel, to ones who had subscribers approaching 100,000. But you couldn't tell the difference because everyone was just so down to earth and so nice. They just wanted to share their experiences, their ideas, and I had so much fun. I learned a lot and I took some friends with me. We met so many more friends, our network grew, it was brilliant, it was really good. So here are the highlights.
Okay, yes, thank you so much everybody for coming to LSY Live. This is our first ever convention. Thank you so much. Welcome! Yay!
So on the day, I recorded the entire day, all the talks I went to, because there were some workshops on the side, so I did miss a couple of talks. I'm looking forward to catching up on those on the official videos. But out of my recordings that I did from my seat, kind of on the side at the front, I have taken some snippets out from each person who was at the front talking.
Over a year ago, I changed my YouTube banner to Sounding Makes Sense Order every Thursday 4 p.m. So I started announcing it on my channel, and that was the moment where I was like, well, you have no excuse now. And it really helped me to become a little bit more organized.
I usually cut out all the like I am saying right now. Yeah. If this was filming, I would obviously cut those out.
I'm building out a community, talking to your audience. I used to, every time I would do a collab with a brand or a creator and I'd have a bunch of new people come over to my account, I would video reply every single person and tell them to like say hi or send me a message, and then I would reply to them and I'd keep that conversation going and try to grow a community. And it would start small and then it would grow bigger and bigger, and it took a lot of time, but that's how I found like growing an audience that like really cared in like what you do.
Yeah, I would say you've only got a finite resource of time, especially I expect most of us here are not full-time YouTubers, so you've only got a certain amount of hours in the day, so put your resource into what's going to get you the biggest return on investment for your time. So, you know, if you're putting an hour into every platform, but Twitter does nothing for you, then maybe cut it out.
Things to avoid trying to clickbait to fool random people, and just try to focus on why people would want to watch your video, what value you're offering them. And then obviously create that through the content and show it through the title, thumbnail. Joe is here applying for a job. Instead of asking for references from previous employers, I'm asking you, his followers, because you are with him every single day. So if you want Joe to get the job, I literally need you to click over here on my tag @Genie and message me, and also follow me. You need to write him a reference. If you don't vouch for him, he's literally not getting the job. At which point I was like, oh God, what?
Did you get the job?
I got the job.
Your music use on Facebook and Instagram should be absolutely fine, right? After January 2020, that's when you're going to start running into problems.
It depends on the platform, but one thing that applies for every single platform is just consistency. If you can dedicate one day a week where you're filming and you know that you're going to upload say Friday at 5 p.m. every single week, obviously you're going to grow from that. People know they can come to your channel on that day at that time and get a video, and people want like episodic content, something that they can come to week and week and week again.
YouTube ages ago recommended to do 3 types of content, and I swear by this. I think I don't follow it myself because I'm awful at sticking to a schedule, but they said there's hero, hub and help type content. Hero is like the viral videos, the stuff that's going to hit the press, maybe get shared around. Help content is more sort of things like how-tos and anything that's going to show up in the search algorithm. So I don't know if you go away and you're like 5 great things to see in America or something like that. And hub content is your normal content that you do that like Amber said, you do regularly, that people will subscribe to and want to watch. And if you get a perfect balance of all 3 of that, you've kind of still getting discovered, but you're keeping the people who are already subscribed.
With these platforms, it's all about authenticity, really finding your voice in these platforms. And more than anything, there's a lot of noise, right? On social media, there's a lot of noise. You see a lot of things happening. You watch into people's Instagram stories, you watch YouTube clips, you think people's lives are glamorous. And you know, some inspire you, but some can also depress you. So it is about staying focused on that journey, right? Consistency is one word, being persistent, good quality content. Don't just put it out there because...
Can anyone tell me what this weird and wonderful creature might be? Owl. Anyone agree it's an owl? Hands up if you think it's an owl. A few owls. It's actually a guy's cup of coffee and he dropped 2 hula hoops into it. But this is the problem that I'm talking about, is that when you get too close to something, you miss the bigger picture, you miss what you're looking at. Hopefully that most of you will know that watch time is YouTube's most important ranking factor in terms of the algorithm. The more watch time you get in terms of percentage of your videos viewed and overall minutes watched per month is what is gonna cut the wheat from the chaff in terms of your channel. If you're not getting those minutes watched, YouTube's not gonna promote you.
A lot of people put creator at YouTube on their CV, and it's great, you should totally do that, but you should also list all the different roles that are in there. So when you're a creator, you are a multi-skilled operator. You're a cameraman, you're a sound man, you're lighting, all of these by themselves are incredible things. So you should list out what you're doing to make your channel as amazing as possible. So look at the analytics, look at the social media management side of things. You're not just a YouTube creator, you're doing all these other things as well that you should really break out and say, that's why, I'm amazing, you should hire me.
Into the interview, and she was like, okay, so now can you do a presentation? And I was like, well, I actually filmed it and edited it, and if you go to this link, then you can watch it. And they were obsessed with it. They absolutely adored it. And it definitely helped me get the job, and then they talked about it for ages, and then they got me involved with their content creating team.
The work we put in, and I'm sure you guys are going to agree with us, is often many hours, whether this is a video or a picture or a stop motion video. So in general, my approach always is, do you guys have a budget? So
as much as we love what we do, and it is such a privilege to be able to say you love what you do, but I think you need to find the balance between being the yes guy who's like, yeah.
You go and get a pitch, and sometimes that pitch, they end up taking your pitch and using another production company, right? So that is the reality of the situation. So be wary of what you're sharing.
Ideas are shit without execution. I didn't go from working at McDonald's to working at YouTube Space overnight. It takes a long journey to get there, but if you've got the passion and dedication for it, then anything is possible and anything can happen. So just believe in yourself, believe in your ideas. So YouTube in 2018, do I think it's worth starting a channel in 2018? Hell yes.
I think there's a few really good points here. I think one of the things that is quite clear, even though they're all massively different niches, is the fact that you've all tried a bunch of stuff before you focus down exactly on one.
It was so clear, I did not even need anybody to tell me. It was like, yeah, this is what I'm meant to be doing. I need to do nothing else. Even my mom called, oh, your YouTube channel is really growing. You should keep doing that. And this was someone 2 years ago. I was like, what are you doing in your life? Why are you making videos?
I wrote a dissertation called The Rise and Fall of Top of the Pops. Top of the Pops was a show on the telly, everyone remembers it, right? And it's true of niche content, and I think the main summary that I took away from that dissertation was that society is so fragmented, and it's only going to get more and more fragmented. And it's true, look, here we are 11 years later, there's a niche for all of these lovely things. And you can search for the most obscure things now on YouTube, and it's true of all online videos. So I think when you become so focused, it actually works in your favor, because the market is so overly saturated that it really helps to choose exactly what you want and become the best at that thing.
When I first did a video and I was like, these are my favorite books, because I just like reading, I just fancy doing it. And I look back about 6 months later and I was like, holy shit, it's got so many views. And then I did another one where I was like, I just started reviewing books that I was reading. And there were several comments that were like, finally, we did another one. And so I feel like in a way your audience actually understands your niche way better than you do.
And that's because I do all my own outreach. So I make a list of all the companies I'd like to work with, and companies that would really fit my brand, and I come up with video ideas, and then I email them, and I email their press departments and their accounting and their finance if I have to just be like, hey, I'm an influencer, I do this is how I feel like we should work together, and 9 times out of 10, that works. because what makes you stand out from everybody else is that everybody else isn't doing that.
Such a wealth of content creation now, purely because it's now become a lot cheaper for people to actually make the videos. So there isn't that kind of barrier that you needed a certain amount of levels of equipment and stuff like that. Like, everybody has smartphones.
Yeah, I agree with these ladies. It's all about the now. As a content creator, I'm having more fun than I ever have in the past, and as a content viewer, also, because you know, the production value of just like normal like creators like us, right? It's a lot more than what it was.
But maybe YouTube could be an integrated platform, because we view things, we experience things in so many different ways. Thank goodness it is getting rid of traditional TV, because I think that's a waste of time.
I'm really looking forward to the next event. And I also hear that VidCon is coming to London next February in 2019 to the Excel Centre. So I look forward to seeing you there.